Quick question. When you get triggered, how do you react? Emotional dysregulation obviously is going to happen. There's going to be some sort of disruption, and most of you will go fight or flight. A lot of you are going to choose fight because that's just the way that we seem to use the term trigger, right? There's still freeze and fawn. There's also hybrids. So for those of you who have borderline personality disorder and you get triggered, my hair's sticking way over there, you probably go to fight fawn, and then you go from fuck you, I hate you, no, I love you, don't leave me, and there's your borderline trigger response acting out in real time from your trauma. I want to point out that this is a reaction and not a response, and you can do a whole lot of work to get through that so you are no longer emotionally disrupted and using your triggered survival responses to get through situations. I truly believe that the more we understand the why we react to certain situations the way that we do, the easier it is to work back and figure out what it is that made us do those things. I do believe that all of our triggers are trauma responses that we've used in the past to get us through certain situations. And if it's been fight and fawn, it means that you've got a fucked up parent that probably did some dirty shit to you and you tried to fight your way out of it. And when that didn't work, you tried to overcompensate by being, I love you, I'm sorry, and then groveling, right? And that's our brain trying to figure out which one of these scenarios is going to work in the moment to get us what we want. And what we want is to simply feel safe. Both of those are wrong. Neither one of those is the right response to things that are going on in your life. If you start to feel that emotional dysregulation or the emotional disruption happening, the best thing that you can do in your life is go, wait a minute, I need to pause. I'm starting to feel fucked up. I'm getting angry. I feel like you're going to leave. I feel like I don't know what I'm feeling. I just can't fucking do this right now. I need to breathe. Can you just give me 5 to 10 minutes? I'm going to go take a walk. I'm not leaving you. I love you. This is not abandonment. I really don't want to fight. I want to have a calm conversation and I need to process my thoughts and my emotions. And when I come back, I'm going to, one, tell you why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, because I'm going to figure that shit out while I'm walking. I'm going to not scream and yell at you or take my triggers out on you. And we are going to have a conversation to try to find resolution to what's going to happen, or what is currently happening. Fuck. Because I'm willing to bet that somewhere along the lines, you don't want to fight, and neither do they. They just want to solve whatever the actual issue is. And the more you have those conversations, the easier those situations are to resolve, the less likely you are to get triggered, the less likely you are to have actual fights and conflict in your marriage or with your friends and family. I mean, that shit's across the board. And all of this comes down to you recognizing that you are starting to experience an emotional disruption or you are emotionally deregulated in the moment and hitting the fucking pause button. That's all it takes. Have a quick conversation about how you're feeling. Make it very clear. We're going to come back to this in a few minutes and then come back to this. Don't be that fucking guy or that woman who's like, we'll talk about this later, and then pretend like everything's fucking okay, because it's not. That's fawning. You're freezing and fawning at that point. You're putting everything away. You're not going to address it. You're going to ignore all of it and stick your head in the sand like an ostrich. And then when you think that the calm has hit the building, you'll pop your head back up and act like everything's good. That doesn't work. There's still a whole lot of unresolved shit there, and that's going to create bigger problems down the road if you don't address them while they're happening. Also, for those of you who are watching this far into the video, don't let things get to that point. Don't bottle it up and wait for the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, because you can only push so much down in that bottle before that bottle explodes. When there's just a little bit on the bottom, just have a quick conversation, address the things, and move on past it. It's going to save you a whole lot of heartache and a whole lot of headache later in life.